Welcome back, guys, to Black Star Anime, the anime community's voice of reason. You're watching Let's Talk Anime. This episode of Let's Talk Anime, we're going to be talking about the great anime we're watching from the fall 2016 anime season.
Let's do it. All right, to start off our great list, Cody, tell us about Drifters.
Drifters is interesting. The premise behind Drifters, it's something we've seen in other anime, in which you have a bunch of characters and they're just transported to another land, and it's essentially like a battle royale type thing. We've seen that before. Drifters does it in a very unique way, where in which it takes essentially, it's not even like heroes, but it's warriors from different parts of history and different lands, and it takes it at a point in which when they die, they're transported to another realm. Within this realm, you have a war going on where it's like the local people, which is elves, along with some other local people who are mages native to that land, and they're fighting people that they go by the End, and the End is led by, I guess you can call it the anti-drifters, and it's just a bunch of people from history, but they're playing the evil people in the show. So what's cool about Drifters is like the characters' powers kind of coincide with their lifestyle. So like one of the characters that is I'm just gonna call them Enders, but it's Anastasia, and if you know like the history behind the historical Anastasia, not that Disney shit, you'll know she, like, her and her family got wrecked. So it's like she was from Russia, and like she freezes people and then wrecks them. So it's things like that I see that is kind of dope. So you kind of follow the main characters at the beginning. The first one is Oda Nobunaga, and he's leading like a band of drifters, and he has another samurai counterpart, but he's kind of like behind the scenes, and he's like, you lead the warriors because you're a warrior, I'm gonna stay back and do my warlord type thing. He sends out like his ninjas. They start training elves to be archers, because the elves were like just being slaves for the ends. So there's a lot of things going on. You see some political movies going on. You see some kind of warring states period things going on, but it's still like a fantasy action.
Sounds
at the
like
core
it's
of
hitting
it.
a lot of different fronts.
Yeah, it's hitting a lot of different fronts. I really like it. It's not afraid to be action packed. It's not afraid to be gory at times. One of the main characters, as a sign of respect, he like only does headshots. So he only slices off your heads, and then, pays respects to it. And then Nobunaga turns your body into like gunpowder. And I'm like, all right, we're doing this. Let's keep doing this. It's an interesting show. I'm all for it. I want to see who the main antagonist that is the leader of the End, and they call him like the Black King, and he's just a mysterious guy in a robe, and he has the power to like heal his troll demon army at will or something. So there's a lot of things going on within the show, and then at the same time, it's still an anime. So you see like Nobunaga grab a girl by the boobs. He's like, "Boob girl, go help me because we don't speak the same language," and just some weird shit going on. But it's entertaining, so I definitely recommend it. It's really good so far. Next one up is March Comes In Like a Lion.
Yo, I feel like this is such a sleeper. I haven't heard anybody talk about it.
This is a very strong sleeper, definitely.
So, I actually just started watching this today for the video because this season is so stacked.
It's true.
I blinked, found myself on episode 5 with another tab with Amazon open with a shogi set in my shopping cart. This anime is freaking great. Okay, people need to watch it. Essentially, our main character, he's had some sorrow and some trauma in his life. So there's a very solemn vibe going on. And I got to look up who the director is, because there's a family that's trying to help him kind of get that behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they do it with the music and the animation and the way they just do everything, when he's by himself, I feel his loneliness. And when he's with the family, I find myself smiling. I'm like, this is so well executed. It's incredible. And I want to play shogi. I legitimately want to buy that shogi set that's sitting in my Amazon cart right now. Such a great show. I can't say more about it. Watch it. Great characters. Everybody's lovable. So much more. Next on the list, we have Kiss Him, Not Me. Yo. This show was actually a pleasant surprise for me.
Yeah, I agree.
I remember when we saw the trailer, we thought we guessed it would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
I assumed it would be very awkward and a little bit funny, and it's actually the inverse. It's not that awkward at all, and the show's hilarious. Like, I found myself laughing out loud so much each episode. Great characters, they're lovable.
Yeah, the main character, she's a boy love otaku. She makes it very
BL,
clear.
yeah.
She loves BL. 1000% into it.
Oh man, she has fantasies. She literally daydreams about BL
and she
random situations.
She'll ship different classmates to one another and give them like BL code names, and she's like, "That's a 5x7." I'm like, "What the hell does that mean?" And then they explain. I'm like, "Damn, that's weird, but that's hilarious." It's a weird and hilarious show. So an event happens, and she we don't recommend this method of dieting, but an event happens, and she just becomes depressed for like a week, and becomes super hot because she lost a bunch of weight.
She lost a bunch of weight.
So now all the classmates that she used to ship, BO with one another, they all want to take her out on a date.
Yeah.
And now you have to see like this otaku girl who's obsessed with BL manga and anime.
She's a little awkward.
And now she's the highlight of, what is it, 4 guys?
Yeah,
4 guys that all want to date her at the same
much
time.
Becomes a reverse harem.
Yeah. So now she's the center of attention on everything. She's definitely not sure how to handle it.
Yeah.
She makes it very apparent she's never really been on a date before. But at the same time, you kind of see how she's kind of almost adjusting to things, and then all of a sudden, like, her otaku senses kick in mid-date, and it's just so hilarious how you see those priorities kick in, and it's just great. But at the same time, all these guys want to date her and get with her, and she's like, "No, I want you guys to get with each other. I'm not here. I just want to watch." It's just so funny. It's weird, but it's very funny.
It's hilarious.
Next on the list, I feel like is maybe one of the strongest sleepers we have this season, and it's really great. It's Ninja Girl and Samurai Master. And when you see the title, you're gonna wonder how they translated it. But
no, I'm not gonna know Shinobi.
Yeah. Besides the point, this show, for what it is awesome. And what it really is it's a 3-minute short.
They're very short episodes.
These are very short episodes. I mean, these aren't anything super fantastic to write home about animation wise, but that's not the point of this show. And
that's not the bread and butter.
Yeah, I mean, the character dynamic in this, the main character is a freaking trip. She is a hilarious ninja girl who would absolutely kill you on the spot, and she does so many times in 3 minutes. It's absolutely, and these shows have a full-on opening, so it's actually like 2-minute episodes.
What kills me is that that stuff actually happens in the 3-minute episodes. Yeah. Where some other shows have full-on 20-minute episodes and nothing happens. 3-minute episodes, so much gets done. There's great character dynamic. It's hilarious. There's some action moments.
There's some action moments.
This is life right now. This is everything I wanted in an anime.
I literally watch this and then I sit there and I'm like, how the hell?
How you back in the 3 minutes?
Do they do this? And some other shows have years to get shit done in One Piece. But, that's not the point of this. The point is, this is a very good show. And if you're tight on time and you want to watch a funny show about a ninja girl doing ninja things, I mean, definitely watch this show.
Watch it.
I recommend it.
So next on the list, we have Poco's Udon World.
Dude, for some reason, the sleepers this season are great.
Nobody's talking about these.
No one's talking about this show. So this formula has been we've seen this fairly recently, but I'm not tired of it yet. So we have a middle-aged man, and with this show, it's a semi-tragedy at the beginning. His father passed away, so he takes some time off of work in Tokyo, like the morning period. He has like X amount of a lot of time, and he goes back to his home, and I believe it's like a village in the sticks out in like Shikoku Island. And he goes back home, and his dad used to run like this udon shop, and it was actually really, really good and pretty famous. And there's a bunch of tourists there, and they're like, "Oh, have you seen this udon shop?" He's like, "Oh yeah, it closed down. Sorry." My dad ran in. He's like, people are like, "Can you make me udon?" And he's like, "No, I don't do that." Like, he went to Tokyo because he didn't want to continue on the family restaurant. But he meets a little kid, and the little kid's super freaking cute, adorable, borderline too cute, freaking adorable. Like the cute meter's here, and the show's like, it's about to go over. There's some moments in the show I'm like, it's too much. The kid is too cute. He's too adorable. I can't stand it. It's too much sometimes. The interesting thing about the kid though is he's actually a tanuki. So this tanuki like came down from the mountain or wherever the hell he came down from, and he took the form of a child. And for some odd reason, like this monk priest explains it briefly in the first episode. It's like, yeah, there's a tanuki on the loose, and he takes the form of a child for years, but it must be lonely for those tanukis. But like this tanuki's literally like a 3-4-year-old child who doesn't really know many words and just copies everything you say and always wants to kick you in your sleep. Everything a little kid does, this tanuki does. So you have this guy who wasn't planning on having any responsibility, really. Just trying to come home, tie up some loose ends, move on, go back to Tokyo, leaving his old life back, behind him. And he starts questioning everything. He's like, man, life out here is actually pretty chill. And I'm just chilling, fishing with old high school buddy and got this tanuki kid running around and no one knows he's a tanuki and is trying to protect him. And others, there's a lot of life lessons going on in this. I wouldn't say it's a coming of age story because he's already as of age, but he's kind of just questioning, did I make the right decision when I was younger? Because I'm in my 30s now. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm not married. I don't have any kids besides this tanuki freaking thing running around. And it's very funny. It's very family friendly. If you're not into ridiculous action boob anime, I definitely recommend it. Definitely.
So, last on our great list, this is a show that actually is getting some buzz, Yuri on Ice.
This show's so freaking good, dude.
I'm seeing tweets from pro figure skaters.
And
watching Yuri, they're like,
yeah,
yo, this show right here.
This show right here, they got everything right.
This show is freaking great. The animation is off the hook. There's not a character I haven't liked yet. Like, every character, I'm like, that's a cool character. All these characters are freaking great.
There's a character, and he's so into figure skating and so into himself that towards the end of his sets, he literally says, I think I'm going to come.
Yes.
And I think one time he did on himself. And he's still a dope character. This show's so ridiculous. So if the title didn't give it away, this show is about figure skating.
Mm-hmm.
Professional figure skating. And you follow character Yuri, who just like bombs his season. Like, he went down hard. He had anxiety throughout it. He got depressed. He got fat. All the things normal people get when they just have an off day. But he had an off day in professional figure skating. And, he was like, I think that's it. At 23, 24, like, yeah. I'm done. And figure skaters usually start off young, so mid-20s to late 20s, they're like, are you going to retire?
Mm-hmm.
He goes back home to kind of just relax and see his family and
see if he's going to do the next season.
Yeah, see what's going to go on. And his idol, his childhood idol, this freaking Russian man, sexy dog thing he is, Victor. Even for an animated dude, that dude is pretty. Throws me off every time I see him.
Oh, man.
Just shows up at his family's like bathhouse one day, and he's like, Yuri, I'm going to train you. And he's like naked. And Yuri's like, what the fuck? Coach. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna be your coach. Let's do it. You're gonna win. He said it to him too. He's like, you're gonna win. You're gonna win the Grand Prix.
I like it. I can't say that. I love it.
Yeah, that's true.
For some of the other aspects too, even when you take the sports stuff aside, I feel like through his coaching and through the arrangements he's making for his performance, he's teaching Yuri about life as well.
There's a lot of strong life lessons.
Yeah, like there's things that he missed out on, or things that he's holding within that Victor's trying to get him to express.
I think what's really great about Yuri on Ice is they don't hold back any emotions. The whole point behind each figure skater's set is to convey a specific emotion, and throughout the actual set of them figure skating, I mean, the emotion reaches the crowd, and not only does it reach the crowd and you see it in the anime, but it reaches you as the viewer.
Yes.
The body motions and the way they animated this show is so good and so on point with the actual figure skater movements. Like you said earlier, like people were tweeting like, damn, this shit's on point. And you sit back and you're like, hold on, this is an anime though. But the way they're moving and how everything is just coming together, it feels more than just an anime when it comes down to the emotions and the character growth and development you see.
Oh man, that's the other thing. You see Yuri from what he is in episode 1 to where we are right now.
Oh yeah,
he's changed so much, and watching him go through that growth, it's just beautiful to watch. You gotta watch Yuri on Ice.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of Let's Talk Anime, the great anime from the fall 2016 anime season.
Go ahead and give us a like if you liked the video. Give us a thumbs down if you didn't. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know some of the great anime you're watching from this fall season. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. It helps out the show and you get updates for all of our videos. And of course, share this out with your friends so they can see all the great series that we were just talking about. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Let's Talk Anime. Swear to God, nowadays everybody trying to steal my style like Crollo. If you didn't give me all of the money up front, then that job is a no-go. I could take on a room full of 100 exam participants and kill them all solo.